Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is raspberry chocolate by Mott's, and I'm going to have that with white chocolate raspberry creamer. So it's going to be another beautiful day today, 79 degrees, and it's going to be sunny, perfect temperature. So I don't know what I'm going to get done today because I have my annual Medicare checkup today, which I think is important, and I hope all of you are getting your yearly checkups. Hopefully, if you have a problem, it'll catch it early, whatever the problem might be. So when I was younger, I never used to go to the doctor. I was always very healthy. I was lucky. And but then now as I've gotten older, I do go to my annual checkups, and when I find a problem, I do go to the doctor, because as you get older, of course, you develop more medical issues because our parts start to wear out, just like my house. Its parts are wearing out too, so I guess it comes with aging, whether it comes with an aging house or an aging body or an aging anything. We need to start doing maintenance and replacing things. So anyway, I'll be going out today, and I don't know, maybe I'll get something else done, but I do want to go and get a couple pumpkins, so I'm thinking about maybe stopping at Mark's and doing that. And I saw there that they had, I think they were like, I don't know, somewhere between $50 and $60 pre-filled propane tanks. And I have one in the garage that my son gave me. I got rid of mine when I got rid of my barbecue grill that used propane, and I gave it to Tom, so that was a while back. So anyway, now I wish I had that propane tank, but I don't. So I have to go and buy another one, because I figure if it's getting to be winter, and if I need my little buddy heaters and all that stuff, I'll need the propane. So I want to stock up and get another one. My son was telling me he has a bunch of propane heaters. Not heaters, tanks. He has a bunch of propane tanks. I saw when I stopped at Harbor Freight the other day when I was looking for generator to see if they had anything there. They had a really big propane tank on wheels. I don't know how much it was. I didn't think to look at the time. But anyway, I figure at least having one extra propane tank is probably a good idea. Then when one runs out, I can put the other one on and go refill the one that ran out. So just part of my prepping for winter. That's basically what I'm doing. Stocking up on food, stocking up on a heat source, making sure I have all the things that I need if the power does go out, because the power outages that are happening around the country, because the grid is old too, another maintenance thing, they seem to be getting longer. Used to be your power was out a day, maybe a day and a half, and they were on top of it fixing it, but it doesn't work that way anymore. So, you know, they've cut back on staff, they've cut back on fixing things, they'll get to it when they get to it. So they send people out of town to help other power outages, and then if you have an outage, you're kind of stuck with not getting it repaired till they get enough staff. So all kinds of issues happening. But yeah, they spent trillions on the infrastructure. Yeah, right. Okay, well, cheers. Oh my, that's hot, but it's tasty. I did put a little baking soda, just a little tip of the spoon, and that's a tiny spoon, into my coffee to try and cut back on the acid a little bit. So I'm glad I got my door painted. Now I have to scrape the paint off the glass panes and hang up my wreath again now that the paint's dry. But I do want to stop by Dollar Tree too and pick up some more orange flowers, because I put the ones that I had bought for the wreath, I put those into a pot on the front porch. So anyway, that's my plans for the day. I probably won't be getting a whole lot of other things done, just basics, throw in a load of laundry, empty my dishwasher, you know, the basics to keep a house running and looking halfway decent. So, okay, well, I will meet you over there at the budget book next. Okay, back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I didn't spend any money. I'm trying to keep my purchases down to basically essentials this month. Trying to keep it on the low spend. Now, like I said, today I'll probably go get some pumpkins. They're not essential. But, you know, I like to make my house look nice too, but on a low cost. It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. You know, not everything needs to be high end. You know, as long as you like it, it's doable. So, nothing that I did on my front porch cost me very much money. I'm not going to spend $40, $50 on a wreath when I can go to Dollar Tree and make my own for maybe $15. So that's what I'm trying to do. And, you know, when you're on a low income, which I am, you know, I make under $30,000 a year. And I know for some people that might seem like a lot of money if you're living only on Social Security. But I don't even really hit 30,000 most. I don't even remember the last time I hit 30,000. So it's usually like closer to 28,000. So, but anyway, I need to stretch that money as far as I can. Now, I do have retirement savings that I've had to dip into quite a bit to do my home repairs. I don't want to keep doing that because you never know. I mean, I'm not that old. It's not like I'm one of the elderly. But so I could potentially live another 20, 25 years if life is good to me and, you know, my health doesn't go south. So I need to still keep some of that money. I just can't blow through it like there's no tomorrow. I can't live that way like there's no tomorrow, because then when tomorrow does come, then you're standing there going, now what? And my retirement savings are not that much, so, you know, it wouldn't take long to blow through that. I could blow through that in a year. So, but I don't want to do that. So I have to pick and choose what I spend my money on. And yes, I have a nice house, I have a nice car, but that doesn't matter. You know, you can pick and choose what it is you want to spend your money on. Now, even with my car, I went and looked, and this car just happened to sort of blow by me when I was driving, and I followed it to where it had a for sale sticker in the window, and I happened to follow it to where it was, and it was at a, not a repo place, but a place where they fix up cars that have been in a wreck. So I mean, that was kind of like divine intervention there, because it was exactly the car that I wanted in exactly the color I wanted. And I only paid 17,000 for it, and the car was only a year old when I bought it. So, you have to be mindful with your spending when you're living on a low income. That's just the way it goes. And then sometimes you have to pick and choose. Do I want a new roof or do I want a new deck? Well, okay, the roof took priority, so that got done first. And the deck, which is falling apart, it's rotting, which absolutely has to be replaced. I don't want to fall through the boards. But, that had to be on a lower run of the list. So same with the windows. My windows look terrible, and I still have 3 of them that I have to replace because the seals are broken and you can hardly see out the windows. So I just always have to pick and choose. Okay, can I do this or can I do that? And I try and keep my expenses as low as possible. So I can't cut a whole lot more off my expenses other than the food I buy. And that's why I shop the way I do. I shop basic foods. I shop the foods that I enjoy eating. And now I'm to the point where I don't even really try a whole lot of new things as they come out. But that's okay. I like what I have. I have a big variety of things that I enjoy eating, so I'm not bored with it. I'm not eating same old, same old. I can create my own, because I'm vegetarian, I can create my own vegetarian proteins. There's lots and lots of recipes out there that I've gathered over time to make my own meat substitutes, and they're really good. I really like eating them. So I've found ways that I can stretch my money as far as possible. So, and with my income, I do qualify to go to the food bank. I don't go because the food that I've gone a couple times and just to see what it's about, and they don't have the food that I really eat. They have a lot of processed foods. Not that I don't eat processed foods, I do, but I don't want the majority of my diet to be processed foods. So they don't have a whole lot in the way of fruits and vegetables and things like that. But Giant Eagle does have fruit and vegetable boxes. Of course, they're, on their way out, the vegetables. They aren't the freshest, but, you can still buy them for $5. So every once in a while, I take a look at that. I forget what it's called. But anyway, so, I've found over the years, because I've been living on a low income for a long time, and I found that over the years, I've managed to find systems that work for me so that I don't feel like I'm living on a low income. And the things that I have, I'm not, even though my car is used and I bought it as a wreck, it's not a jalopy that I have to drive around. So, there are ways where if you're on a low income, now I'm not at poverty level, I've never claimed to be, but, in today's economy, my goodness, pretty soon we will be, the low income people will be considered poverty level. So anyway, don't lose hope, find ways where you can still get what you want and pay the price that you want. Rely on the sales. Pick up things for your food stash as you can, even if that's buying 2 or 3 extra cans of food. Get yourself a dehydrator. I have 3, and I use them all simultaneously when I have a big batch of something that I want to dehydrate. So, but I found one of them at a thrift store that was $15 rather than paying $50 or more, brand new. So anyway, that's what I've done over the years. I've managed to figure out ways that I don't have to feel like I'm living in poverty, because I've figured out ways to get around that. So, and if you have to resort to going garbage picking on garbage day, if you need, there's some wonderful stuff that people throw out. I just shake my head. I can't believe what people throw out. I mean, I've seen whole bedroom sets on the curb. I've seen, things for my garden that I managed to garbage pick. I'm okay with it. So, and even if it's something that I have to buy a can of spray paint and renew it a little bit, I'll do that. So, and then I try to make things last as long as possible. And I'm getting rid of things that I know I'm not going to use anymore, but there are certain things that I still want to keep. That's like, I found on Amazon, I found a pizza oven that I actually bought for prepping that I can use as an oven to heat things up if there's a power outage. Plus, I can make pizza in it, so, double good. Anyway, I lost my train of thought here. So, pick up things that you think you might use. Sometimes my neighbor threw away a perfectly good barbecue grill. I mean, I didn't want it because it was a little too big for me, but she threw it out, and the only reason she threw it out was because mice had built a nest in there that she could have cleaned it, and I almost said I'll take it and clean it myself and, give it to somebody, but I've got enough to do. So, but, that was a perfectly good, almost brand new barbecue grill. So it's amazing what people throw out. They just don't want to bother with it, so it goes in the trash. So anyway, we have to be creative when we don't have a lot of money, when we are on a low income or on even poverty level income. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your relatives, see if there's things that they want to get rid of. Everybody is on the declutter wagon, especially if you're an older person. And even the younger people, they want to go to minimalism. So, I think that's something that anybody can do. So, and ask them to give you whatever it is that they're getting rid of if it's something you can use. Oh, I found my train of thought. Yay. So what I was saying with the pizza oven, I was going to get rid of some perfectly good cast iron pans because they're too heavy for my everyday use. But then I thought I could use those in the pizza oven to, to make a pizza or to grill something in the pizza oven. So I've decided to keep those. I had 3 of them, 3 different sizes, and I'll be using those with the pizza oven. So don't be too quick to get rid of things. Try and repurpose them yourself for a different purpose. And that's a good way to save money. So anyway, that's my little chat on living on a low income and saving money. And so I have to start getting ready to go to the doctor. And I'll be back probably when I get back. Well, I was looking through some of my fall things. keep saying Halloween. And I found these flowers and this little scarecrow, and I thought, I bet that would look nice in the wreath, and then I wouldn't have to redo the whole thing for fall. So I just stuck that in there, and it picks up the nice orange colors. So I found that. And then what I'm going to do outside, another beautiful day. Gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous. So I've been trying to figure out what else I want to do. And I have these barrels. So I found these flowers. I have 2 of them. One for each barrel. And those were in my stash. So what I'm going to do is get 3 pie pumpkins for each barrel, and then I can use those to cook and freeze the pumpkin, and they should be all right out here for quite a while, especially since the temperatures are cooling off. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and maybe get some leaf picks at Dollar Tree, and then that'll be my decor all done for the front porch. So I think that'll look good, but we'll see once I get back from Mark's. Well, I'm waiting to go to the doctor. So I have my hair all slicked back with a headband because I want to put the top down on my convertible. It's a perfect day for that. So cheers, I thought I'd finish up my morning coffee with you this morning. So what I'm doing, I'm looking through some of my fall decor, and what I'm trying to do on my front porch is have things that I can just keep there permanently and reuse, like the barrels. I can put different things in those for the season. The wreath, I can add things to it. It's a pretty basic wreath, and I can add things to it for the different seasons and not have to have all this stuff to store all the time, like another wreath, or, I have some beautiful wreaths, but the problem with them is I have to put them on my screen door, which, I will still do eventually, but I'm trying to simplify the process of changing the decor in the front. So what I want to do is find just some basics that'll stay there until they wear out, and then just add extras to it. So for fall decor, I'm not into ghosts and all that stuff, but I do like scarecrows, and you guys know I like gnomes, so I'll add some of those to the decor out there. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to simplify it so much that all I have is just a basic wreath on the door, because for me it's fun. I like decorating for fall. So I will go to the Dollar Tree today and see what they have in the way of florals. I'll go to Mark's and pick up the pie pumpkins. I want to get, they're like 99 cents a piece. So I want to get maybe 7 of them, 3 in each barrel, and then 1 in the front planter. That I'm not going to do too much with because the flowers are still looking good. I wanted to get some mums, but they're kind of expensive this year, over $5, and I would need at least 3 of them. So I'm trying to hold off on the mums. I don't know, I might still get some. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to do with my front door and my planter boxes. Just make it so that all I have to do is change the florals. Like in the winter, I'll put maybe pine boughs and red bows, or, I don't know. We'll think about that when it comes. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use what I have and maybe embellish it a little bit. I still haven't gotten up in the attic. I know there's a lot of Halloween things up there, and there's fall things up there. So yeah, I'm just trying to simplify things. So I've already given a lot of my Christmas and fall decor. I've gone through it a few times already over the years and gotten rid of a lot of it. But there's still more up there that can go. So eventually, when I'm doing the garage, I'll probably get up there too. I don't know. It's not a huge mess up there because I've been trying to go through stuff once every couple years anyway and see what works and see what doesn't work, and also what makes me happy and what doesn't make me happy. So the things that don't make me happy, that are just me, I'll just kind of get rid of those. And just, I don't mind using the same things year after year because you don't always have to put them in the same configuration. You can mix and match and do different things and move things around so that, you know, it looks like it's a whole new display. So anyway, I have to go to the doctor's now, and I don't know, it seems like once you go to the doctor, then it's like, okay, what's the problem, you know? Well, for me, it's like, okay, my stomach's acting up and blah, blah, blah. I mean, every year it's pretty much the same old song and dance, and nothing really gets resolved. But, you know, then it's like, okay, you need this test, you need that test. It's time for your pap, it's time for your mammogram. You haven't had a colonoscopy, which I have had, so that's over and done. So, you know, then you're kind of caught up in all these tests. You've got to get a blood test, got to see if everything's copacetic there. So it seems to be every fall that's what happens. I need to change my schedule to late spring maybe, because I don't want to have to do anything in the late fall, early winter, and as far as doctoring. That might not be up to me, I don't know, but at least that's what I'm thinking. So, okay, I'll be back and I'll show you if I bought anything at Mark's and Dollar Tree. And if I did, I'll show you how I'm going to use it. All right. All right, well, I'm back from the Dollar Tree, and let me show you what I got. So I was totally out of crunchy, salty things. I ate everything. But it's stuff I've had in the cupboard for quite a while, so it wasn't just a week. So I bought these, of course, the cheese balls. I like those. And I bought these, this cheese popcorn. Then I bought a lot of these. Instead of buying real mums, I'm going to put these in those barrels. My shopping trip didn't quite turn out the way I had hoped it would. The little pumpkins that I wanted to get were 99 cents a pound. And they were at least 3 or 4 pounds a piece. And it's like, no, I'm not spending that kind of money on pumpkins. So what I ended up doing was I bought these mums that I'll put in. I have a bunch of them. And I bought a couple of these fall leaves. And then I'm going to put, I bought these pumpkins. And what I'm going to do, for Halloween, I'll leave the jack-o'-lantern. And then I'm going to take the face off so that I can just leave that in there for fall. Or another thing that I could do is turn it on this side and just leave it in the barrel with this. So that's what I ended up doing, just trying to be creative and save some money because I don't want to spend a lot on decor. Then I found this little seashell dish I have in my bedroom. I have a little section where I have sort of a beachy what do you want to call it, like a little beachy scenario. That's not what you call it, but anyway. So I bought that. That was $1.25. And then for the stash, for $1.25, I bought the sliced pineapple. It's about the same or a little bit more at Walmart. So that's what I got at Dollar Tree. So if it doesn't get too late, I'll show you how I put this out in my little barrels. And then I ended up taking myself to lunch. I also stopped at Dollar General. I wanted to get some paper towels from there. They have pretty good prices on paper towels and toilet paper. They're kind of off brands, but they work just fine. And so I stopped there too, and I'll show you what I got there as soon as I put this stuff away. Right, I also stopped at Family Dollar, and while I was there, there's a really nice thrift store. She takes consignments and thrifted items, and she has it set up very nicely. So I found this top there. It's real lightweight for summer, and it's kind of a baggy kind of top, which I've been really into lately. And it kind of has a little cross thing here. So I got that at the thrift store. That was $7. So I liked that. And then also, I don't know why this is. All right, well, let's try and focus a little better. So I got this really pretty little plate. It has my dining room colors in it. And it was half price, so I paid $4 for that. Then I went into Family Dollar, and they had this really nice, it's supposed to be a tray, but I think I'm going to make some sort of a wall hanging thing out of it. I don't know yet. But that was $8. So I also bought a big, huge pack of paper towels. That was $12. And I bought some more of this cleaner with bleach. That was like $3.50, something like that. I got some of this Nature's Miracle stain and odor remover because my dogs make lots of stains and odors. So I wanted to try that. And that was like $5 and something. And then I got these Scrubbing Bubbles Mega Shower Foamer because I hate cleaning my shower, so I wanted to try that out. I'll spray that in there, let it sit, and then rinse it off and see how it does. And then I also bought, I think it's 38, pack of 38 dishwasher packets for $5 and something. It was Family Dollar, Dollar General's own brand. There we go. And it was much cheaper than buying the name brand. And since I rinse my dishes anyway before I put them in the dishwasher, I don't need anything super strong. So that's what I got at that store and at the thrift store. All right, well, I'm going to put all this stuff away and show you one more haul from Mark's. Okay, I also went to Mark's and I picked up for $55, I picked up a brand new filled propane tank. So that's what I basically went there for. But while I was in the store, I picked up some more of this Great Lakes yellow cheese. That makes great toasted cheese sandwiches. I have a lot of whipped cream in the can left, so I've got this little cherry pie. I bought a big thing of Hearth Baked Jewish Rye, and that's by Schwabel's. I really like their rye, and it makes great toasted cheese sandwich along with the cheese. Then I picked up these drawstring bags. get 50 of them, and I paid like $5.99 for the whole pack. I bought some cheddar and sour cream potato chips, my favorite, and I already broke into it on the way home because I was hungry. And then I forgot when I was at not Family Dollar, I don't know why I keep calling it that, when I was at Dollar General, I also picked up a big, huge pack of paper towels for like $12 and something. So I'm all stocked up on things. There's really not a whole lot that I need other than getting things for my stash that I use up. So I am going to bolster my stash just a little bit for the winter, but not much. So those were my hauls. And now I'm tired. I think I need a little rest and put my feet up for a little bit. So, okay, I'll be back in a little bit, and I'll talk about the rest of my day. Well, that's it for me today. I did some shopping, went to the doctor, had my physical. Asked him to order a few tests to see why my stomach is always so funky, and so we'll see. And then I went to the 3 stores and didn't really get what I was after, but I got other things that I can use. It's fine. So that's it for me today. I'm tired. I'm sleepy tired, so I think I'll make myself a cup of Ticino, and like I said, I took myself out to lunch. I stopped at Burger King. I don't go there very often, just once in a while, and I just wanted to sit somewhere quiet. There was nobody in there. There never is, so I ate my lunch in there, well, half my lunch anyway, because I don't eat that much anymore. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.